the matter and the spirit. What is the matter and what is the spirit? We live in the material world. Here we require many kinds of things and objects, such as bank balance, money, building, car, other vehicles, home, cottage, and daily necessary foods and foodings and drinks, etc. Numerous kinds of things are needed by us in our material life, in our material day-to-day life. We must have some bank balance, otherwise we cannot live in this marketing world, because it is a shopping world. There are so many shops and malls and many others, stationery things and many other things. We must have a building or a moderate home or a cottage. This is our fundamental need. So, we must have some material knowledge, which is called aparavidya or fragmented knowledge. This fragmented knowledge is required in every step of our knowledge. We must know how to bargain when we buy something from a hawker or a shopkeeper, because most of the hawkers and shopkeepers and businessmen are dishonest. So you will be deceived if you do not know how to bargain. Even Sri Ramakrishna Dev himself would bargain when he bought something like any utensil or bucket or basket, etc. Even he taught his disciples to bargain. Though he said that money is nothing, but it is also correct that if money is nothing, then how he is living in the palace of Rani Rasmani at Dakshineshwar? There is imbalance if we take this point of view from a lighted point. When Sri Ramakrishna Dev tells that money is just like soil, he means to say that you must not have greed of money. But need is essential. Need cannot be rejected. Sri Ramakrishna Dev used to eat, used to take dinner, tiffin, lunch. How are these possible if there is no money? If money is just like soil, you cannot buy these things in exchange of soil. Try to understand. Necessity is not sin. Greed is sin. Only greed is sin. So, we must have some knowledge about the business world, about the new discoveries, about science, and about the many things which belong to material world. But what is spirituality? Spirituality is out of these material world. What is spirituality? It is the teachings of, it is the preaching of. আমার 2 মিনিট দেরি হবে যে, তুমি করে দাও, করে দাও, করে দাও, ওই ইয়ে করে দাও, ডান দিকে উঠেন দাও, অপর দিকে। Then God, it is not, God is not a material matter. It is spiritual. It is transcendental knowledge. It is called super understanding knowledge of Vedantic scripture, Vedantic philosophy. Because God is not a matter. God is a matter of feelings. If you cannot feel anything, you cannot have God. You can only observe the picture, observe the idol of God, the soil, the clay idol of God. But this is only a very outside picture. If you do not know about the majesty of Vivekananda or Buddhadev, and if you only look at the picture or photography of Vivekananda or Buddhadev, then it's only a childish view. You must know about this majestic man from their deep point. Then you can look at their picture hung on the wall. It is profitable. Here I mean to say that God is not material object. As a religion, when we worship God, it is only a matter of feeling. It is out of matter. Here there is no profit or loss account. This is called knowledge in the true sense of the word. But you must have some intelligence to lead this world, to deal with this world, to maintain your family life, because your family life needs money, needs the fundamental necessities of life. Money is not refused in the Shastras, but the greed for money is refused in the Vedantic philosophy. Sri Krishna was a very realistic man. He taught Arjuna that nobody in this world belong to your own man. Because every man is entangled with his own interest. And they are all thinking this world from the materialistic viewpoint. None of them is spiritual. If all are living in the perspective of profit and loss account, then how can you live a complete spiritual life? Not possible. So to acquire God or reach, get at God is not a very simple matter. If you want to have spiritual knowledge, then you have to cross the material knowledge. And material knowledge is very vast. The sphere of material knowledge is very vast. And after understanding the game of this material world, that is the game of illusion, that is Maya, that is nature. At first you have to understand it. Then you can cross it to spiritual world, to the transcendental world. What is the meaning of transcendental? I cannot illustrated. A professor of Kolkata University at the British period, when he was teaching something, the word transcendental appeared from somewhere, and Vivekananda was present in the class. He explained that I cannot illustrate the word transcendental, but you can get a real picture of transcendental if you go to Dakshineswar. There is a sadhu prophet at Dakshineswar who is living a life which is based on transcendental philosophy. So I admit wholeheartedly that I can't explain the word transcendental. As spiritual, it's just like that. If you want to explain the word spirit, will fail in this activity, because it's a very long task. It's a very difficult task to explain it. We say spirituality, religion, but actually we can only touch with a long effort. We can only touch the idea of spirit. As when we want to know something about Sri Ramakrishna Dev Mahaprabhu, Buddhadev, Vivekananda, we only can try to touch the world of spirituality. But this touch is essential, because we must have some promotion to proceed to the world of spirituality. Crossing the world of material objects, we can touch only the spiritual world, because the promotion is done bit by bit, life after life. You cannot get at the level of Vivekananda in one life, even in 2 or 3 lives. But if you have an effort, you can reach that ultimate point in some life of tomorrow, in the next life. The Hindu religion based on the next life. Harachandra also expressed that religion is the matter of the discussion after death. Because in one life we cannot reach God. Sri Ramakrishna also explained about the next life. When someone asked Sri Ramakrishna Dev about Mathur Mohan, who was the son-in-law of Rani Rasmani, he was a devotee of Sri Ramakrishna Dev. Someone asked that what is the position of after death? Mathur died. Asked about the position of Mathur Babu after death. Sri Ramakrishna told that he would take another life to complete his spirituality. That is, he will not be able to get God in this life. He was a religious person, a spiritual person, but he could not go so far as to reach God. It is what is called spiritual world and material world. There is no finishing point. We are only paving the path of this long destination. Thanks.